Hey, collective. So this is like a part two to the previous reading. I closed it out rather quickly because I had to use the restroom here, okay? There is a focus here on a cousin, a female cousin of an ex here that wrote or that submitted some false statements to a judge here, okay, on behalf of this ex here, okay? False statements has something to do with child abuse here, okay? There's a focus on this cousin. There is red flags surrounding this false statements here that were submitted in court here because it's an effing lie, okay? You know how someone will add lies into like a half truth or a mistruth? There is no truth whatsoever when it comes to these statements here that was submitted in court whatsoever. All right. I feel like they felt comfortable here because there's also an older child. I don't know if the child was either in their teen years or an adult child that also went along with the program. This child was paid to lie or keep quiet about what was going on here. I'm also getting your ex's family may have some connections with the courts, maybe even with the judge, definitely a clerk of the court, because the level of comfort in regards to them bearing false witness in this courtroom here is too much. It's almost scary here, okay? Someone did not think twice for a damn second to perjure themselves here. And again, it's all about the connection between this female cousin and an ex here, okay? This person, she is about to find out she made the absolute worst mistake of her life. I'm saying a flat out lie, okay? She was accusing, that's what I'm getting, accusing a divine feminine of abusing her children. Okay? It's a flat out lie. Red flags, and what I'm getting, because the hammer energy came out in the previous reading here, and they're saying like they're hammering down on this person, is giving judgment here, okay? And I don't know why they were so comfortable doing this. Again, you know, it's one thing when someone adds a little bit in, okay? But child, this was a total lie. I don't know what the bigger picture, I don't know if this was child support here, okay? This could have been about, somebody could have been left in a will, some inheritance here, but the focus was to make a divine feminine look like the villain, look like the monster, look neglectful, look unfit here, okay? And I'm getting an older child and a cousin. It could be two cousins as well. It could be a masculine cousin as well. People in this ex family decided that they were going to write false statements here in court to make a divine feminine look bad and make this narcissist ex come out on top for whatever reason. So I'm going to get a short spread about it here, okay? Child, unbelievable. Let's see what's going on. And this cousin's been coming out a lot. Somebody could be a hairdresser here, or there's something about a hairdresser, okay? This reading is not going to resonate with everyone, and thank God for that. Okay, savings and warning. Somebody was warned. There's something about money, okay? Accounts. Somebody was warned. Firing a warning shot as a sign of authority and control. Skips necessary steps to gain an advantage here. Skips necessary steps is an understatement here, okay? Somebody flat out lied. This was an abuse of power. Someone wanted control over somebody's savings here, okay? Or this person just didn't want to do their part. Not appointed by the courts, at least. Again, I don't know if this is child support, a custody battle, or there could have been something else. Could have been a home. For someone, it was a home, something that was left to you by this person's family. And they went ham, okay? I don't know who this person feels like they were warned that that ass would go to jail, okay? Quick, fast, in a hurry. They were warned. Imprisonment. So this warning energy, I don't know if this is somebody who came to them on the physical here, or somebody, they received a message here from spirit. It doesn't matter, okay? Somebody is going to jail. Again, I'm talking about a flat out lie. Consequences of non-compliance can be severe and lasting. Disregard for rules disrupts order and invites conflict. Hidden legal dangers lurk and threaten your peace. This is what I'm saying. Like, the disregard for the rules, the disregard for the respect or the honor that was supposed to be upheld in this court. You know, most people think twice before they lie. But there's something, like I said, I feel like it had a lot to do with their connection. Somebody knows a clerk of the court here. Okay, again, could even be a judge or lawyer or two, honey. And they felt like they could do or say whatever they please. Okay. Also, with that skips necessary steps to gain an advantage here. Somebody didn't want to see somebody in court, toe for toe, blow for blow, because you would have blew this MF out the water. Okay. Somebody knows how you show up. They know who you are. They know how you check out. And I'm getting an energy where this divine feminine comes out clean, even in black and white. Your ex could have a whole history and background, honey. So the narcissist called for backup here, okay, and got their family involved. Somebody's ass is going to jail. Because it's no and ifs, buts about it. Like, the intent was there. They're saying there's red flags surrounding this report, these false reports, these false statements, false documents that was submitted in this courtroom here. Okay? Somebody has to pay. I don't know why they would take this chance. Okay? Yeah, bad news. You're going to be getting bad news. Okay? Someone is going to get bad news about this here. All right? 7-Eleven, this was about money. This was about abundance. This was about prosperity here. And somebody did not want to fight you fair and square in court because they know they would have left out with a boo-hoo ugly face. Okay? I'm getting the energy where it was the exact opposite. If anybody was abusive, it was them. Somebody is lazy. They're neglectful. They're not responsible. Somebody is not even a full-grown adult. So the narcissist called for backup here and got their low vibrational family involved to come up against you in court. Okay? This is not going to be long. Yeah, gossip. People could be gossiping about this here. Okay? But with that low vibrational energy here, gossip. It also says unfounded allegations damage reputations and trust. Whispers of gossip cause confusion and spread misinformation. The ex could have lied to this cousin here. Okay? And they ran with it here. You know, somebody could have started some gossip here that you were a neglectful mother here. But the thing is, the facts were never there. The facts were never there. I feel strongly on the fact that it was all about connections. It was all about connections. It was all about the fact that you weren't aware that there was some type of battle going on. So they felt like they could do whatever they wanted to do. They could say whatever they wanted to say, because with the clerk of the court energy, somebody went out their way to make sure that you weren't in place. You weren't present to defend yourself, because you would have ate somebody's ass up. Gossip. Okay. Divine called me back to finish off the reading. I hope you guys are doing well on this Saturday. Fatal blow. Did I say this was the worst mistake of her life here? Okay. I'm picking up on an aunt as well. There was a few people in this person's family that decided to bear false witness on paper. Fatal blow. Fatal. Okay? The doctrine of mutually assured destruction prevents conflict. That's what they thought. If we all band together to lie on this divine feminine here, she'll have no chance. It'll be a win-win situation for us. Irreversible damage is in sight. Facing the conflict head on could have prevented total destruction. Somebody did not want to come to a head on battle with you. They did not want to go toe for toe with you in that courtroom because it wasn't going to be no toe for toe. This motherfucker would have got slaughtered. Okay? I'm picking up on the energy. Somebody ain't had a job on paper in the last 10, 20, 30 years of their life. This is why they went all out with some type of manipulation here, okay? Somebody's a clown. Somebody's a fucking clown. And they took their whole damn family down with them, okay? Third party situation here, child. Another person disrupts your relationship and causes turmoil. Trust broken by infidelity and struggling to rebuild it here. So this is somebody who cheated on you, okay? You walked away, child. And they want to put as many knives in your back as possible. Spirit said this person was lonely. Okay? The third party wasn't doing it for them. They were lonely. Okay? Yeah, false flame. You told somebody to talk to the hand. Okay? Yeah, you walked away from this person. You were no longer interested here. Okay? So they felt lonely. Definitely bitter. Definitely scorned. There's nothing wrong with feeling lonely. It's a human emotion here. Okay? We all go through that at some point in our lives. But honey, you know, people who, you know, their frontal lobe is fully developed here is not going to take no penitentiary chances here, okay? To back up a narcissist here. Now somebody's ass is being exploited here, okay? Others having power over you due to what they know. Suffering from exploitive labor practices. Now they're suffering from these decisions that they made here. Okay, to play this game in this courtroom here. All right? They're suffering. We don't give a damn. Yeah, child, look at this. Casanova and loneliness here. Somebody could have had a whole bunch of options. They still lonely. Okay? They still lonely. They maybe they tried to pass time with other options here. Okay? But they just don't do it for them. Okay? They just don't do it for them. What's behind the scenes? False flame here. Okay? Like I said, this is not going to be too long. Unexpected event. What's the unexpected event? Destiny, passionate love, and strong desire bring you fulfillment and joy. Destined to be together. Your happy ending is assured. Strong, breakable bond here. So this could be your destiny or theirs. We're going to see. Because we already have third-party Casanova out here, right? Breaking news of unexpected disputes. Oh, okay. And rising tensions. Engaged in constant battles and facing relentless opposition. Somebody thought they was off to the races here, okay? Unexpected event. It's like they felt like you were nobody here, okay? This ex and this family, you were nobody, okay? Someone did not factor in the divine showing up for you, okay? That justice, the scales would be balanced here, okay? Somebody's destiny here is interrupted, okay? Unexpected disputes. Now they're fighting, caught up in tensions. What's at the bottom of the deck, y'all? Yeah, exploitation. So, you know, they're all feeling like slaves. They're holding each other's foot to the fire, okay? Because they all came together. In the past reading, that Seven of Pentacles energy was strong to take from you, okay? It's had to do with some money. It's for some of you guys, it's much more than child support here, okay? It's much more than child support. I don't know. No. They all hopped on board, okay, to help this ex put some knives in your back here, okay? But you're going to see how this going to turn out here, okay? Toxic AF here. Mental body. These people, their mind is jaded here, okay? Like, they could talk negatively to themselves, okay? Somebody has a toxic environment here, all right, with that mental body and toxic environment. Like, somebody is always talking bad about somebody. It's misery, okay? That's what I'm getting, is misery. They're miserable. They surround themselves with people who are miserable here. It's like this female cousin, it's something about them always coming together with other females to talk bad about somebody. It's like high school is over. What is it that you got going on, sweetheart? You need to heal. That's what I'm getting. Like this family, it's always a toxic environment. I feel like they backstab each other in the back here, especially with a lot of gossip here, okay? But honey, they all came together to put a knife in a divine feminist back here. 10-year cycle. Some of you guys could have had a 10-year cycle with these people here. Could be wrapping up in the year 2025 here, okay? Yeah, there's a passed over grandfather here. Yeah, somebody pissed off somebody's ancestors here, okay? They came for the wrong one is what I'm getting. Child. It could be a grandfather saying, let go and let God because they got this. Ain't nobody getting away with shit. And we don't give a damn who they know. Yeah, they're about to learn God is real. You can't play God in somebody's life. Again, we don't give a damn who you know. Okay? This person has a God. Okay? Didn't I say somebody let go and let God, and God is real? Yeah, they're saying surrender the situation here. Okay? Because they're going to learn the hard way about what that mouth do. Especially in black and white. Flying monkeys. Flying monkeys, flunkies, and junkies. Okay, this is the family. Child. Miss Cleo popped up. They're trying to get their story straight here. With the Miss Cleo popping out in the past energy, child, is giving a warning here, which we already saw that here. Okay, it's also giving prophecy. Okay, somebody also called somebody's bluff here. Okay, somebody thought that this divine feminine, her gifts were fake here. You didn't know what you were talking about. But how was that when somebody called out exactly what you did behind the scenes without being there? It's like they've been trying to psych out themselves here. And again, I feel like somebody feels high and mighty because of their connections here, who they know or who their people knows or who their people are. But God is real. Okay, there's divine intervention in this situation, and somebody's connections and their money can't save them. Okay, yeah, they're trying to get their story straight. Yeah. What's at the bottom of the deck, child? Saturn retrograde, reality check, tough love, purposeful realignment here. Let's close it out with some Lenormand and Kipper. Not the rain coming down. Child. Yeah, child, look at this. A lover and a Jezebel energy here. Definitely feel like it was a third party involved. It was a third party connected to this ex and their family, okay? I'm getting an aunt, a female cousin, and possibly a male cousin as well, okay? They all got together and decided to write these reports. Oh, and let's not forget this adult child that's under judgment as well, because they knew better, okay? Now, somebody cannot play innocent. Child, lover. This could have been their idea. Somebody knew they couldn't. This person knew they couldn't go toe-to-toe with you, okay, in this courtroom. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they had a connection to this judge here, okay? Maybe at the time they did, because I feel like this situation is spinning the block. And honey, the same people you had in the courtroom off top will not be there. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So I don't know if they knew this judge here, because I'm getting strongly for someone. This person couldn't see you on paper. If they would have looked you up, something would have went off, saying something is not right here, okay? Yeah. Could be an ancestor or passed over loved one watching over this situation, or a child in particular, okay? Yeah, closely. They're watching somebody closely here, okay? There's definitely an investigation that's going on here. I feel like there's a lot of moving parts, but they're looking at these reports. There are red flags here. Even the red flags are an understatement, because something is 101% false. Bullshit, okay? Imprisonment. Bye. That's what it's given, okay? That's what it's given. Somebody's getting a message of concern. Again, bad news again. Okay? Yeah. Like, That's what I'm saying. So, family, I don't know why somebody was so comfortable, okay, going up in this courtroom playing games like this, but they were. Could be two people in somebody's family here. Yeah, look at them, child. They thought they had hit the jackpot here with the 4-leaf clover. It's leading right to adjudication. Life is not a game. If you want to play with your life, that's fine, but you can't play with somebody else's life, their name, their integrity, their character, their children, or their money. Okay? Child, last spread. The ancestors are here, honey. Okay? The watchers, people are being watched. Yeah, this is a man that's being watched in the family. This person is being watched here. Okay? They could be strung out, looking crazy. Because they're saying all that hanky-panky, all that abuse of power, that's over with. You better watch your next move. That's what they're saying because they're watching it. Okay? Child, let go and let God. All right, collective, that has been a reading. Thanks for watching my channel, Journey Tarot. Bye.